Ah, yeah. Huh. The attitude era. I like that. The attitude era. Yeah. No more hot boys. Uh-uh. No more hot boys. The attitude era is here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. The attitude era. Yeah. The attitude era is here. Yeah. How about that? How about that, guys? 4-1. Yeah. 4-1. The attitude era is here. Mm-hmm. It's here. And it's not going anywhere. Yeah, we got a football team. That's right. We do. We have a football team. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Let me copy. Yeah, hey, man, man, this game. At first, it was a little rocky. We were like, what's going on? That first half was, but we adjust. We adjust in the second half, and that's what I like. I like to be able to adjust. Yeah, man, Daniel Jones. Yeah, man, prayers up for him. Saquon Barkley. You know, his ankle was so swollen. I was like, oh my God, that was crazy. Let me see if I can get my boy in here, man. Just wait a minute. Let me see. Y'all bear with me. So let me get my boy in here. Yeah, great game. Hey, I want to kick a shout out to everybody. Winner, what's up? Richard, what's up? Jody, what's up? Outlaw Nation, what's up? Should have scored 70. I know, right? I was thinking the same thing. Should have scored 70. Hot damn, what's up? Kenneth, Andre, Texas Sports Roundup. Yeah, I got you. I got you, man. Okay, here we go. Let me get my boy in. Add to stream. Oh, I'm working now. I'm rolling now. Yeah, what's up, dog?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up? I'm
How you
excited,
feeling?
man. This is our season. Let's go. I don't care what anybody says about how we haven't played any hard teams yet. Yes, we did. We played the Panthers. We blew them out the water. Supposedly they had the number one run stop defense. We went ham on them. We played very well against Tampa. Listen, the Giants. Yes, I agree. They had a banged up team. We slowed. You know what? I have to say I was a little disappointed because we left too much meat on the bone for them to feed off.
Yeah,
In,
yeah,
in my opinion, I
yeah.
think we went in there very relaxed, but we still came out with a W, and that's what matters to me.
Right, right. I agree, man. That first half was a little rocky, but it's like that. It's still early in the season. It's still beginning of the season, kind of, and they have to feel each other out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we come out first. I mean, that second half, we come out a lot better team because we're able to, kind of weave out the kinks and all that kind of stuff. But
Yep.
I agree. We left a lot of meat on the bone. We were kind of giving, like I said at halftime, we were kind of giving them gifts. The tip, the lucky tip
Yep.
interception, and the fumble and all that stuff. We were just kind of giving them gifts to keep them in the game, longer than they should have been. But
Yep.
we came out, we capitalized. Hell, I hate to say it, even Anthony Brown. I guess he heard me. I guess Anthony Brown heard me because he got a pick
Yeah.
six.
Pick
So
six. Let's go.
hey, hey, but
Listen,
with the backup quarterback, I'm glad he got it. But I, I'm just tired of him getting beat. He's getting picked on, and he needs to really work on that 1-2 move that the receiver does. He falls for it every time.
every time. Yep.
I guess he made up for it. So it is what it is. Diggs, though, how you feel about Diggs, man?
Let's go. Yo, Diggs is going to Pro Bowl this year. This guy, you know what's going to happen? I feel bad for him because it's going to come to the point where they're going to stop throwing his way, right?
Yeah,
Because they're going to
exactly.
and you know what? And they're going to get scared of once they see him lined up on someone, they're going to be like, well, I'm not going that way. I might as well pick on, and they're going to start picking on Brown and so on. So I just hope that Brown works with Diggs a lot. And you know what? I don't know if you agree with me, but I think the defense is starting to feed off of each other.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So once one player is playing really strong and developing, I think they want to follow and develop as well. So I'm happy what I'm seeing with the defense, man. I have them in my fantasy, man, and they got me 10 points in my fantasy. So I'm happy
Yeah.
with that too.
That's good, man. Yeah, defense wins games. Defense, like I've said, you know me. I've said it years and years and years.
Yeah.
Defense wins championships, and defense sets the tone. It sets the tone for the rest of the team. You know what I'm saying? And if you can get out there and do a 3 and out and hold somebody, stop somebody. Now it's not our fault. Now to argue the fact of what you said about not argue with you, but there are going to be people out there. They're going to say, "Oh well, the Giants aren't any good. They haven't played. They have a lot of injuries." Okay, but that's not our fault though. We still got to go out there and execute. We still got to go out there and play the game. Vice versa. What if Dak got hurt, got a concussion? What if Zeke went down? What if
Zeke nearly went down?
They would still kick our ass and act like they won a Super Bowl. You get what I'm saying? So we got to go out there. We got to go out there and still do the job. And that's what we did. So we took advantage. Just like I said at halftime, we got to go out there and make them look like they're 1-3. And that's what the Dallas Cowboys did. They started executing. And I guess they heard me. I'm glad they did, but it worked. Still some things to work on here and there.
Oh yeah.
Still, number 78, still the tackle. He still do some dumb things every now and then, man. The penalty, we don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
And our center, our snapper, I always forget how to pronounce his name. He shouldn't be doing. Yeah, he shouldn't be doing bad snaps at this level. You know, and Dak missed one. It was kind of like Dak's fault. He didn't catch it properly. But besides that, I saw high snaps. I saw low snaps. This is something that should not be happening at this level. And Dak recovered from a lot of them very well and was able to still execute. You like you were talking about Zeke. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing from Zeke this year too, because a lot of people were saying Zeke was done. Zeke still had over 100 yards today. Between him and Pollard, we had over 200 yards rushing. That's huge. That's huge.
Exactly.
So that's the type of stuff you see in college ball. You don't really see that in the NFL too much nowadays. So I'm happy to see that we went back to the running game and we're using our passing what we need to. Dak still had over 300 passing yards.
Ooh. Yeah, man. The credit to the Giants, they had a hell of an offensive line.
Yeah.
I don't think we got a sack. We didn't get it. We had a bunch of earlies, but we
nearly had one. At the end, we nearly had one, but you got away. So,
So to credit to them, man, they got a hell of an offensive line. They got a pretty good defensive line, but it just wasn't enough to stick with us. We got to tire them out, and we just outplayed them. We out-schemed them. And now there's one person that's not getting a lot of credit, and we've been on him for years, ever since he's been our offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore, man, he is really digging in that playbook, man. Really making.
You know what? I think Kellen Moore next year, we're gonna have to do something because I think next year if he doesn't move up to being head coach, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Right. I'm not saying, but they're grooming him. They're grooming him to I think to become Would we make that move from Mike McCarthy straight to Kellen Moore? Because if we don't, Kellen Moore, he was supposed to leave this year, and he
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. Remember, because he was looking at another team. He had an interview
And-
with another team.
yeah. So we don't know what's gonna happen come with him next year. Either gonna have to pay him like some big dollars for him to stay,
Damn.
or it's a toss up to see what's gonna happen. Because I'm not personally happy with Mike McCarthy.
Mm.
This is not a Mike McCarthy team, in my opinion.
Mm.
You
Wow.
understand?
Yeah.
That's how I'm seeing it. I'm
Wow.
seeing that the players had a lot of respect for Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn. You understand? You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to see this from the other side of things. I don't
Right.
know if your people agree with you right now. Dak's actually talking right now. I don't know if you're catching this.
I'm missing. I gotta get my. Let me crack my rifle. Get let some cool air. Oh, no, I'm not seeing it. Damn. Let's see. No, I'm missing it. Once I get my TV out here, man, I'm gonna be rocking and rolling then.
Yeah, man.
But I like the
The,
way
the,
we played, man. I liked everything. I like the way we played. Like I say, it's an attitude error. It's
yeah, man.
there's a difference. There's a difference in the defense. Diggs, man,
Oof.
he
Listen.
and like I say, yeah, you know me. You know me. I'm a secondary guy. I Dion is still the greatest of all time. And there were
And
other great cornerbacks.
you mentioned Dion right now. You mentioned Dion right now, and I see a little bit of Dion in him. Do you remember Dion used to let you think you had that space?
That's what. That's
That's what Dion used to make you think it, and then Diggs does the same thing. Diggs like, yeah, you think you got a break on me, and then he closes that gap so fast,
Dion.
you
Yes,
know.
and that's what I
So
saw. That's what's scary. That's what's scary about Diggs, man. And Troy Aikman even said it because Troy Aikman played with was teammate with Dion back in the '90s when we won the
yep,
Super
yep,
Bowl, and he said that Dion would allow players to get open, would allow players to get ready. I don't know if Diggs has that type of speed, obviously, but he has that type of ability. He has that
yeah,
type of ability, and making players seem like they're open, and he just closed on the ball. It's very. You can make cornerback hard. You can make that position really hard, like Anthony Brown. He makes it
yep,
hard. He makes it hard. He makes it look hard because he just don't know what to do. I'm glad he got the pick six, but
yep.
it was damn near right to him. So I mean, he made a play. Thank God.
But he closed that gap quick though, because he did have that gap that made
right.
it seem like he was gonna be wide open, and then he just closed that gap so quick and got in on the ball.
And Troy Aikman said it. He said the key is the difference between Diggs last year, because that was his rookie year, and this year, which I agree, and I even said it myself, is vision. Cornerback, you
Yeah,
have to have vision. You have to have peripheral vision. You're not just watching the wide receiver. You're watching the quarterback's eyes too. You're reading. Your head is on a swivel. It's a rhythm thing. It's vision. It's being able to control your vision and keep that player in the box and keep that player within your vicinity so you can make a play on the ball. The player,
yeah,
the wide receiver is not even your responsibility. It's the ball. It's the ball. A lot of people don't
yeah. And
believe that. Trust me, it's not even the wide receiver can't do nothing until he has the ball. So your job as a corner is to keep that guy, that wide receiver, just in your vicinity. Just stay close to him. Just stay around him. And then once that ball comes out, then you make a play on the ball. You turn into a
yeah,
wide receiver. See why? And see, that's the thing. This hasn't been done in Cowboys defense in a decade,
in
and
a
probably
long
over a
time.
decade. Probably since Terrence Newman. Probably since
Mm,
Terrence Newman. So that's the thing, man. We haven't seen this. A lot of people, it's so they ready to compare him to Dion and all this stuff because we haven't seen this in a decade, man. In 10 years,
no, it's true.
quarterback actually playing the ball and looking back and baiting the quarterback, baiting the receiver, making them think they're open. We haven't seen that probably since prime time. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a beautiful thing, and I'm just glad that it exists in Cowboy defense. And they just need to keep the ball rolling. Now everybody needs to watch film and they need to watch. Anthony Brown needs to watch what Diggs is doing and stuff like
Yeah,
that to make a play on
yeah,
the ball.
yeah. I have to agree with somebody just posted something and it's true. And he said, IQ Logic said Dak said he doesn't throw towards Diggs in practice, and it's true. Dak has said it, and this just goes to show you that how Diggs, QBs fear him. And
Yeah,
going forward, I'm telling you, like you said earlier, we're gonna have to. Teams are gonna be watching film, and our defense is also gonna have to watch film and know to make that adjustment so that when they don't throw towards Diggs, that somebody else makes a play like Brown did today.
yeah. Once you can shut down one side of the field, that
Yeah,
helps the whole defense out. It makes
yeah,
everybody else a domino effect. Like we both been saying during off season, it's defense is the domino effect. If the line is rushing good, the linebackers look better. If the linebackers are playing good, the zone coverage or blitzing or shooting the right gaps, which Jalen Smith wasn't doing. That's why he's gone. And I'm gonna ask you about Jalen right after I get through with this. But if it's a domino effect, man, everybody plays well when everybody plays well. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's defense wins games, man. And we're 4-1. I know Zeke's been running. Zeke's been getting 100 yards, over 100 yards. Pollard's been running 1-2 punch. Amari Cooper catching touchdown passes. CeeDee Lamb's catching touchdown passes. Dak's more accurate than ever. One of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. But the reason why, because they have the opportunity to do that. Because why? The defense are getting 3 and outs, and they're stopping people. So they're giving the offense another opportunity to make something happen on offense. See, people don't look at it like that, man. Defense controls a lot. Offensive line controls a lot, and defense controls a lot. It wins championships. But Jalen, what's your thoughts? How do you feel? How do you feel about that, man?
Well, you remember, I wasn't a big Jalen fan last year. Um, do I think that, listen, I liked what I saw from Jalen this year. Do I think there was something in the upper management? And I read an article and it said that supposedly they asked Jalen to remove his injury guarantee, right?
Yeah, right.
And then Jalen refused. And I think that was the final draw. Where I was confused was I don't even think Mike McCarthy was aware of it. Mike McCarthy made him the captain last week to the game.
Right.
And Jalen Smith was out there hyping everybody up, and everybody was in the groove. And then all of a sudden, Jalen gets cut. So I think there was definitely something in the upper management that we didn't know about. I think Jerry Jones had this plan, and I think unfortunately, listen, I'm happy for him. He went to Green Bay. Do I think that he would have been a difference maker? No, because we got Cox is like up and coming.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons is doing some phenomenal work. He's out there like he's all over the place. And you know what? Michael Parsons. They said, "What's your position?" I just play football. I just play football. Put me anywhere, and I'll make plays happen. And he's doing it.
Yeah,
he's doing it. So,
I agree.
Am I happy? I was confused, but when I see what we have and who's upcoming, I don't think it's a big loss.
It didn't affect us. Did it affect us today? Nope.
No. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about him until the announcer said it. I said, "Oh, it's true. That's true." Jalen's out. So, do I think it's a big difference maker for us? No. And I agree with the move.
Yeah. Let me say something real quick about Jalen. God bless him. Like I said, like you just said, I'm glad Green Bay picked him up. He's a fiery guy. He's always high energy.
Yeah.
I think the injury he sustained in college, because he was a beast at Notre Dame.
Yeah, that hurt him.
That was a serious, gruesome injury. Like I'm just serious. And I don't think he was ever the same. He never was the same. He had the potential. And that's why the Dallas Cowboys went ahead and took a chance on him, because he still had so much potential. They were willing to wait out that injury, because they knew how good he was. But I think the injury kind of held him back a little bit. And you can tell he couldn't run. He couldn't keep up.
No,
He was a
he
hell
would
of a
run like a
tackler.
tank. He would run like a tank.
Yeah. He was a hell of a tackler. But he still had kind of problems shooting the right gap. Like you just said, I think this year he was kind of starting to get it together. He was just now kind of starting to get a feel of this new defense, Dan Quinn, the new scheme and everything. And it really fit him. It really fit him. It really made him available to do things. It put him in a good position to make something work for his disability. I think the Dallas Cowboys saw the same things we saw as fans, as we've been saying. We've been saying about it. But I think it was more of a business. It was more of a business thing because of the contract. And I just think that they already had the pieces in line. They already had a vision for this defense. And you see this defense, it's a swarming, just like Dan Quinn said when we signed Dan Quinn in the offseason. He said, I'm looking for a swarming, playmaking, all to the ball style of defense.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing. We're witnessing that. That's what he's molded. He's molded that. So Jalen Smith didn't fit that criteria. He just didn't.
He didn't.
So they had to. It was easy for them to be like, okay, we go ahead and cut Jalen. Let's go ahead. I'm pretty sure they hated to do it, but I think it made it easy for them. When you put it like that, it made it easy.
Let me ask you something. And he just came to my mind, and I can't believe I completely forgot about him up until we were just talking about Jalen. Somebody's dropped off the map a little bit that nobody's really spoken about since he got injured. Who am I talking about? What's going on? What's going to happen with D-Law?
Oh!
Bro, I just honestly, he just came to my mind for the first time since his injury.
Be careful, because there are some people out there that are Cowboy fans. They think D-Law is the best thing since sliced bread. Like, I'm serious. They'll do a film session and they'll show you what D-Law with the double team and all that stuff. They'll be careful because there's some sensitive cats out there. And they'll start crying if you talk about D-Law too much. Now, I get it. D-Law he draws the double team. He's a good run stopper.
People are saying in the chat, sorry to cut you off. People are saying in the chat, I forgot about D-Law.
Yeah, right here. Let me bring it up. Boom, there it is right there.
I'm not the only one.
So even my boy, he's saying talking. He said preach. So this is my thing. Now I get it. If you're a run stopper, fine, that's cool. But it's the attitude era now. Right now is what we want to see is execution. We want to see sacks. We want to see Randy Gregory and all those guys. They're getting back there. They're making it work. And D-Law is one of our highest paid guys on defense. And we didn't miss him today. It's not like we're losing games. He's out. And,
last week.
We got to have D-Law. We're losing games. Oh, my God, what are we going to do? Where's D-Law? When is he going to be back? We're not missing him. And see, that's scary right there. See, when you get hurt, you getting paid all this money, you want to hold out and all that shit and be sissified and crying all this stuff. And you got people on the radio stations and 105.3 The Fan, and they defending this dude, talking about, oh, well, he's great, and he's one of the best defensive ends in the league. He gets the double team and all this shit. Where was he today? We didn't miss him today.
Or last week.
We still won those games.
Bro, I'm not lying.
And if we would have lost today, because Saquon Barkley ran for 200 yards, or if we would have lost last week since he's such a run stopper, if we would have lost last week because D-Law was out and because their running game was just so spectacular, then I get it. But that's not happening. We're still winning games. And our defense is still in the attitude era without him. So explain that. Put that that in the film session. Explain that. I just need somebody to explain that in all other channels and shit that be defending D-Law. I need them to break that down, and explain that. Because he wasn't even a figment of my imagination for 2 weeks.
It just can't. He just popped in my mind, bro. I honestly forgot that he was even on the team for a minute. I swear to God, because we were talking about Jalen, and I said, "Wait a minute, D-Law, we can afford." I personally think we can afford to cut him. Man. I honestly believe we. I don't. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back if we don't use him. If we do, it's because of what we're paying him.
Yeah. They feel like just like you said, they feel like they forced to do it because of that money. And see, that's bullshit right there to me. I'm like, don't if it ain't broke,
don't fix it. No. So
he gonna come back. He gonna come back. He gonna be doing that same bullshit. He gonna throw a wrench in. You know how when you at the club back in the day, you used to go to the club and the DJ be on there jamming, mixing and shit, and then he gonna take a break and another DJ come and fuck up everything. He's like, man, what the fuck is going on, man? You messed up my flow. That's what's gonna happen, man. He gonna come back and hell, if I'm wrong, cool. If he come back and ball out, get 20 sacks and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Please. But right now, how I feel right now, this minute, I forgot about the law.
I'm curious to know what Dan Quinn is thinking. I'm really curious. I'm really curious to know what plan he's going to have for him going forward. Because I think he comes back after bye week.
Yeah.
Isn't he due back the Minnesota game? So I'm curious. Yeah. I think it was out 4 to 6 weeks.
It's 6 weeks for him.
It's 6 weeks. So he ain't playing next week. Then we have a bye week 7, and then we play Minnesota week 8.
Yeah, he might be back. He'll be questionable to come back.
Yeah,
come back there. Who we got? New England next, right?
We got New England. And you know what? I won't sleep on them. You know why I won't sleep on them? Because they gave Brady a run for his money.
They did, man. You're right. They did.
I'll be honest with you. I was worried going into the game today because I said, man, Saquon Barkley looked good last week. Daniel Jones looked good last week. Yeah. You know, and we're the team to beat right now. What everybody's got to think this. Now teams are looking and they're saying, we got to come out and we're gunning for Dallas. We're the team to beat.
Yeah.
Going forward. So we really got to be careful going in. I would rather win next week. I hate bye weeks. I wish we can vote to not have bye weeks because bye weeks always seem to come back and bite us in the ass. Excuse my language, everyone. So I hate the fact that we're going in a bye week. But then we come against Minnesota. Minnesota's not playing that great. But come week 9, we got to lace up and come out and ball out.
The only thing bye weeks are good too for me is good for me because of injuries.
Injuries, yeah.
You give somebody, they may come back, they give them extra time to heal and all that stuff. But I agree, man. I don't like them either because it throws you out of rhythm. You get comfort, especially if you're winning. You think you're the shit. And you know how young cats are, man. They won a couple of games. Oh, we got a bye week. You know, we get to celebrate. And then they get in relaxed mode and shit. Like, man, I'd rather keep playing, man.
But that's what I saw today in the first half. I didn't watch you live, and I apologize because I was so into the game. In the first half, I felt that they came out too relaxed.
Yeah.
They were letting. I saw some plays. I'm saying there was no reason for us to be tied 10-10. There's no reason for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at all. I was like, oh, here we go. You know. Then Barkley went out. Then Daniel Jones went out with. He went out with a concussion when he tried to stop. My man stumbled off the field. What about LV again? Yes and no. Big shout out for super chat for you, man. LVE, yes, I see him doing some stuff, but I find he's not that explosive player like Parsons is right now.
Yeah.
I respect LV. Don't get me wrong. I do. Yeah, I saw good plays from him today. He gets to the ball quickly. He's a disruptor. But I find Michael Parsons is really the person who's going out there in this rough. He's on every play pretty much.
Michael Parsons is a slasher. You
Yeah,
can line him up at any linebacker
anywhere,
position. You can line him up
anywhere.
on the end. You can line him up at tackle. He's a slasher on defense. He's the guy that can. He's a combination. He can do anything. He's a combination lock. He can do
Yeah,
anything. LVE is more of a. He's a good run stopper.
yeah,
Like
he is
I still respect his game. He made a big tackle. He saved the first down.
today.
Yeah, he saved the first down today. So
Yeah,
I like
I
him.
saw that.
I think Parsons is already. I hate to say it, but he's already better than LVE. Yeah, just his rookie season. I think he's already just natural talent. He can't help it. It's this guy.
Natural, man.
I'm not saying LVE isn't good, but
No,
I think he's quietly getting the job done. He's quietly getting the down low. LVE's good, man. He's a good run stopper. He can shoot the gaps. He also can go back to coverage too. There's a lot of things LVE can do. He's just been kind of overshadowed because of Michael Parsons, man. Just
did you
know what I
notice that
mean?
Michael Parsons was out there calling plays today?
Was it?
Yep, I saw him at one point. They were huddled in, and he was letting the defensive players know what the play was going to be. And I noticed that, and I said, "Oh, okay." So I think by next year, I'm curious to see what role Michael Parsons is going to play in the defense. Period.
Right.
I come out for the Giants.
Listen, said Dallas Cowboys fan 1980 karma for the Giants on those injuries. Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
I need to say that. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, man. But God bless them. But it does seem kind of ironic that they had all those injuries today, and Dak went down this time last year. So,
but you know what? I hate that anybody's saying anything about, because when we had injuries, everybody was still hating on us. The Cowboys suck and this and that. And you know what? Listen, like you said, I don't wish injuries on anyone, but I still think that the Dallas Cowboys came out to play. We still came out and proved what we're about.
Yep.
And we're definitely a different team this year. Our defense is feeding off the offense. Our offense is feeding off the defense. Everybody seems to be playing well together. Everybody's coming out to play. Yeah,
you're exactly right. I agree, man. Everybody's gelling together. I like this comment right here by my boy 40th Street Black. What's good, 80? We have a kitchen drawer full on sharp ass knot. Yes, sir. Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
It's all about that new teacher in the classroom, man, on the defensive side of the ball, man. They know how to reach those kids that weren't taught right in the past. So, hey, appreciate the super chat, BJ.
Yeah,
yes, Parsons is amazing, but LVE has done a lot as far as making tackles and helping on tackles. And that's what we pointed out. We agree.
Yeah. We agree.
Yeah, so
but here's
we pointed that out. We see that, so we're not giving up on LVE. It was just one of those things where Parsons he's a rookie, man. He has a lot of natural born talent, and he's just standing out a little bit more than LVE. LVE, like I just said, is making things happen behind the scenes, what we don't see all the time because the camera's not on him. So he's doing his thing. We love him to death, and we hope he continues to be the wolf that he is.
The only thing, and we pray that LVE stays healthy.
Yeah. The best ability is availability.
Yeah, for sure.
Eagles play tomorrow. They play tomorrow, right? No, they play Thursday night.
Who?
Did the Eagles play today?
Yeah, they played and they won.
Who they play?
They played. Who did they play? The Panthers. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Panthers by a field goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
They got Tom Brady there on Thursday night.
They got that's gonna be a game to watch, because if the Eagles beat Tom Brady, then we should have no problem against them the next time.
Yeah.
You know what? We shouldn't have lost that game. In my opinion, we shouldn't have lost that game against Brady. I think we won that. We missed two field goals.
If we play the Buccaneers now, we kick their ass. See, that was one of those first game jitters, first game of the season. We still had a lot of players that didn't play in the preseason. We had to get into a rotation, a rhythm and everything. So
Yep.
they just kind of caught us off guard. They kind of shut down the run game and kind of made us one dimensional. We were still trying to find ourselves and what kind of team we were out. A lot of players are playing, playing. This is the first time playing a real game together. So
Yep.
I really count that game. Like I say, if we played the Buccaneers now,
We played good.
we beat their ass, and they know it. They know it.
Let me ask you something too, and I'm sure a lot of people are starting to question this in their minds. Are we going to be able to keep two solid running backs come next year?
Mm,
Because isn't Pollard's contract coming up?
I think so. Oh, that's a good question, man. That's a question I don't even like talking about because, man, I would hate to see that dude go. You know what I mean? I'd hate to see Pollard go. Um,
Because Pollard's going to be asking for some money too.
oh yeah, he's gonna be asking, but I don't think he's gonna be greedy with it though, because he knows he's not a starting. He could be a starting running back for another team unless somebody offer him. They're gonna be, hey, they're gonna be picking at him, man. Other teams and shit, other agents, they're gonna be picking at him, man. I'm telling you. So let's just hope that. Let's just worry about that when it's time.
Listen,
Man, that's a good question though. That's a real good question. That'd be
no,
messed up, man, because he's been awesome for us, man.
you know what? And I want to tell everyone that I told everybody. Everybody kept saying, and you know what? It can't even my man Jay Tuck. Big shout out to Jay Tuck, man. Everybody kept saying that CeeDee Lamb was going to become the number one receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, and I said, no, he is not. Cooper will still be Dak's go-to, and I was right.
Yeah,
Cooper still looks good.
yeah,
Cooper's still going out there doing his thing. He's still the best route runner in the whole NFL. I don't care what anybody says. You cannot show me a better route runner than what Cooper does. And this guy is still coming out, making plays, and still is injured.
yeah, yeah. He ain't even 100%. He's going out there and he's running them routes. He's balling out, man. He's scoring touchdowns. He's getting open, making something happen, creating separation. He's just doing. He's just out there, man. Just doing. Going. He's not 100%, but he's going 100%. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
he even walked off. He hobbled off the field, and I'm like, oh man, please no. And he was back on.
yeah, he's
Next
right
play
back.
was like he's right back on. He's one of those guys that he'll always go out on the field and give his 100%, man. And everybody says, "Oh, he's not as good." What? Look at his numbers. Look at what he keeps doing
Yeah,
week to week. And
yeah,
I'm really happy with that catch that he had last week against the Panthers was a crazy end zone catch. This guy's a playmaker, and I love what I'm seeing from him. And I'm a big Cooper. He's my favorite. Behind Dak, uh, Cooper is my number two favorite man.
that's your
And
boy. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
and
I
all
was
of that,
guilty
all
of during the offseason, you know, talking about Coop and hoping that he'll be a little bit more consistent. But a lot of it's injury related, so I had to kind of back off a little bit. He's really proven me wrong, because I was wanting him to be like a Michael Irvin, a go-to guy.
yeah.
A lot of times last year he didn't show up, but it probably was because of injury. Who knows? But he's showing up this year, like you said, and he's doing the damn thing, man. I'm proud of him. I'm glad he's proven me wrong. I'm glad he's proven a lot of people wrong and Cowboy Nation wrong. He's really showing out to be that. And then Gallup, it's like
Oh
we
yeah.
lost Gallup, but that was a big blow. But
Oh,
we're
that's
still
true.
just think when we get him back. I mean, it's just, but you hate to because it's like, damn, if we
Wilson
get him
playing
back,
pretty
he's gonna
good.
go into the game. He's gonna mess up the flow. But Cowboys they've been adjusting this season, so they could probably adjust to him coming back, and so on and so on. But my boy Rod Gray, 1996, and hey, I grew up with this guy. He's like a brother to me, man. He's he taught me a little bit what I know about the game. And believe it or not, but this guy is, man, he's amazing.
Mm.
He's still he's still my best. Matter of fact, he's a brother. He's like a brother to me and my
Let me
brother.
ask. Let me ask you and all the people in the chat. Is Schultz the next Jason Witten?
Schultz or Jarwin?
Schultz seems to be coming out and balling. Schultz,
Okay, this is what they're kind of alike to me. And I'm gonna get out of here, man, because I got to get dinner going. Um, The only thing about those guys, I like they run good routes. They've gotten a little better at blocking. Um, they move the chain just like Jason Witten. Jason Witten was a little bit more consistent, but we have a lot of weapons. We got more weapons than we did when we had Jason Witten, so that's probably why it seems like Jarwin and Schultz. But you said Schultz. The
I
only
didn't
thing
see Jarwin out there today.
Jarwin played today. I think he caught one pass today, maybe one or two.
I gotta look that up. Okay.
They got to learn how to hold on to the ball. That's the only argument I got.
Yeah, Schultz had a missed touchdown. Yeah, Schultz had a missed touchdown in the end zone. He should have caught that. You're right.
Oh, right in his hand.
Yeah, right in the hand. Yeah. Witten would never drop those type of things. So yeah. So
but these are more faster. I'm just speak for both of them. They're more faster with. They're like Witten, but they're just faster. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's good to have that tight end play, man, because when that defense start focuses on Lamb, focusing on Coop, focusing on Pollard, it's good to have that tight end. Those two tight ends, man, are really, really good, and it's good to have both of them, man. So that's a plus for our offense, man. We got so many weapons in so many different places.
Wilson's looking good too, though.
I forgot about him. Oh yeah,
Wilson. That's what I'm saying. We got so many weapons. Even when Gallup comes back, we can still rotate in and out. We're gonna still be able to mix it up. So yeah, man. Listen.
One more before I go. Noah Brown.
Yeah.
Noah Brown, man. Yeah.
That's true, man. Listen, I know you gotta get dinner going, man, and I appreciate you having me on, man. I'm a big fan of yours, you know that, and I love when we can mix it up together, man. I'm hoping we'll definitely mix it up next Sunday when we play the Patriots. I'm gonna do the halftime thing with you, man. If you let me, definitely want to keep chopping it up with you, man. And I appreciate everyone being in the chat. Please check out my channel as well. Dallas Cowboys, the #4 life. I've kind of taken a back seat, but work in school. But season's getting hot, so I'm gonna start mixing it up a lot more.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining me, man. Last time I couldn't figure out the shit, so I got it now. So we can get on here and chop it up together. It's good to have somebody else. It's good to have another great mind on here, like yourself, to talk about America's team and especially now that we're on a positive note. Now we're finally seeing things we haven't seen in years, so that's a good thing. But I want to thank everybody in the chat, man. Hey, Dwayne, what's up, man? I ain't seen my boy Dwayne in a minute. But man, Winner, my boy Roger Gray.
Yeah. What's up, Winner, man? Yes, Apollo. Yes, Gallup is coming. How about them Cowboys? That's all. Let's go.
Paulo all the way from Brazil, man. He out of Brazil, man.
Wow. Big shout out to Paulo, man. I'm going to be heading out to Brazil soon, man, actually.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you joining me. Hey, make sure y'all, to everybody in the chat, man, go to Boys for Life. Boys for Life, man. Go check him out. He got some good stuff, man. Once he gets back on track, man, he'll be dropping them videos left and right like Mike Tyson used to do back in the day, dropping them fools. But hey, man, I appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you joining me, man. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up. You never know what the day is gonna bring you. Holla back. We out. Yes, sir.